All right, everybody. I am officially over here on the grind, so I'm hoping that people spread the word and let you know I'm over here on the grind tonight. Anyway, so as you all know, Wednesday is coming very, very fast. My glasses are crooked. Anyway, I'm tired. I apologize. I've been working my butt off. I've got a lot of crap going on. But anyway, so I'm over here on the grind page tonight to let you guys know what's going on, because you've only got literally, what's that, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. You got 5 days until this build off starts live. Now, I did make Dave an admin on the page, so he can go on there and he can start airing it live and doing his thing on there. Hey, I need you guys to go spread the word that I'm doing it on the grind page instead of doing it on the my personal page, so we can get these numbers up. But anyway, I'm gonna let this thing build up a little bit more, possibly wait until Dave gets on here, because I know he's coming. What's up, Frank? But anyway, I need you guys to share this real quick. Just gonna push that share button and share it so everybody knows that we're over here tonight. But anyway, here in just a little bit, I'm going to show you guys my frame that I'm using, because Dave already went out there and jumped off the limb and he showed you guys what he's going to start with. Once we get a little more people on here, what's up, Christopher? All right, Dave, you're here. All right, brother, you want to come on live, man? Just going to send me that request and I'll bring you on. Thank you guys for sharing it. I appreciate you guys. But anyway, so we've only got 5 days left until the actual grind build off starts. I do want to say thank you for getting the followers up to 750 or so. I appreciate that. I'm hoping and praying that once the build starts, more people are going to get involved. More people are going to be telling friends and telling everybody else they can that the live show has actually started. The build off is happening. It has actually started. What's up, Sam? But anyway, I'm going to go on and flip this screen around. Okay, let me see if I can add you, Dave. Well, crap. There's no add button. Shit, I don't know. I can add people on this page, but it's not, your name's not coming up to the ad. Request to be in your oh. Okay. Try again, Dave. I just turned the button on, so go ahead and try to send me that request again, bro. I turned it on. Anyway, if Dave jumps on here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I'm actually building. So, anyway, yes, I'm going live tonight right now. I'm going to screw up when I do this. I know I am. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. On the grind page. Stop. All right, get this out of here. All right, there we go. Okay, so a viewer wants to be added. Let's let him on. Approve. Add. Okay, here comes Dave. My competition. Anyway, he's coming on, you guys. Yeah, he's coming. What's up, buddy boy?
What's up, man?
You jumped out there the other day and you showed what you're building, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but man, I can't wait to see it because I think it's going to be badass. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm starting with right now. So check this out. So this is mine. That's what I'm starting with. So as you can see, it's just a little Pro Street frame. The tank down there, those are Brendan. He made those tank halves for me. As you can see, they're only halves, so I gotta fabricate that whole thing. I guess I should go on and show you. That's my front end, so you know I'm running a Springer now. And just because I want to tell you, I'm also running that front wheel right there. So
What is that?
it's
What is that? 26?
yes sir, 26 Springer front end, low fat, long, badass bike.
What are you doing? 240, 280 on the back.
280. The parts that I'm actually going to be custom making, I'm actually going to be doing the tank that Brendan sent me. I had Frank Stancato from um, Death Row Motorcycles made my handlebars. That's my handlebars right there. Just because he's got the machinery that it actually takes to do that. We do have to do some heavy modifications on the actual Springer front end. You see it, we've got it all torn apart and laying here. I was going to use that tunnel for my gas tank, but that's not going to work out for me. So I'm going to have to actually make the tunnel, do the gas tank halves. And as you can see, they're just blanks. So, I mean, there's still a shit ton of work that's got to be done to it. So I've got my work cut out for me. I know you got your work cut out for you. Um, it's not going to be it's not going to be a quick, easy build at all, to say the least. But it is going to be something that when I'm done with it, I think it'll be pretty respectable for the level of builder that I am.
I got a question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I first jumped into this thing, we threw kind of a budget thing out there, and it seems like now you're getting a lot of people donating and things like that. So I mean, is this a no budget build or?
You know, you and I discussed that way early when you actually first decided you would take me on. Hold on, my fan's blowing way too loud. So we discussed that when we first started talking. So you're right. I actually have two people that have donated money. You know, one of them, he donated $500.
Yeah, Brian Barber.
Yeah, yeah. So the other guy donated 1,000. So I've only gotten $1,500. Well, here's the bad news. My motor, my transmission,
What up, Mike?
the handlebars, the wheels. Because I'm not a dealer, I had to pay retail prices for almost everything I got. Now,
As many friends you got in the industry, you couldn't get nobody to give you to order. I mean, hell, you could have called me and I'd have ordered it for you and give it to you at our cost.
well, yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Is Frank Stancato did? He helped me with the motor, the transmission, the upper controls, the rear brake sproder. I mean, I've had some assistance, and I even got some assistance with my Springer front end. I didn't, I did not get the best prices, but the bottom line is I didn't plan on having to buy a brand new motor. But the two motors that I did buy, I spent almost $3,000 buying them two motors that I thought were going to work, and neither one of them worked. So that ate up $3,000 out of the original 16 that I had, and then I had to turn around and buy a brand new motor, the transmission. Like my motor and my transmission setup was $6,400.
What are you going with?
I don't.
What are
Pardon?
you going with?
It's the Ultima 107 and a Jim's 6-speed.
Okay.
So like the Jim's 6-speed, that was $2,500
Why didn't you go to Baker?
because that was $3,500.
Yeah, but you could have found someone that would have given you that cost. I mean,
Well, was the $2,500 that's not cost?
I don't know. I hadn't looked at one in a while. I don't know. The last transmission I looked up is that new 7-speed they came out with.
Okay. Well, I know Frank told me that the transmission at his cost was $2,500.
Yeah, I don't know
For
unless I had the drag book here with me. I don't know, man. I hadn't looked up a transmission in a while because not many people, you know, when they do see the price, they don't want to jump up to a 6-speed from a 5-speed anyway. So
Yeah. Well, the only reason I did it was because, like I told you before, is that this is a forever bike. I'm not going to say the story of the bike until after the show's over with, but eventually I'll tell everybody the reason behind this actual build. Uh, but it's going to be my forever bike. So I figured, you know what? I've ridden enough bikes on the freeway going back and forth to work. I like that 6-speed because I really want to have a good fuel economy on the bike. And I still have pretty good horsepower with that 107. But I also bought the 107 fully polished so that it's just going to be a blingy bike. Um, anyway, my whole point was is that I ended up getting $1,500 additional money, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
You know what? I take that.
Brian Barber stepped up. But you know, don't forget about Joe Faust. You know, Joe Faust stepped out there too. Now I'm going to kind of hold him close to his edge too. So
Well, is it? I thought the deal was one of them was going to give me 500 and one was going to give you
is that
500.
is that what it was? I don't know. I have no clue, man. I
That,
don't know. All I know is
that's what
Brian.
Brian said.
I know Brian stepped up. You know, the thing about it is what nobody in this whole industry understands now is that, you know, no matter what we're doing, you know, we're just trying to bring notoriety to the garage builders and the big shops also, and stuff like that. But I mean, we all have so many friends in this industry, you know, with Brian from, you know, Saints and Sinners, and, you know, you got Mike Campbell and, you know, Don Ogilvy, and, you know, and even people that are not even, that don't even own shops and stuff like that, are just part of shops that has so much to do with them, like, you know, Roby, you know, things like that. It's just, it's a blast, man. Just in meeting more people, you know, every year at rallies and stuff like that. You know, you know, everybody knows the relationship that I have with All Star, you know, Art Still and Nick Morale and all them. And, you know, you know, and Mike's right, you know, grow the industry as a whole. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, you got to build this thing up, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been getting a lot of messages. I don't know if you've been getting messages lately, but I've started getting a lot of messages, and I want to tell you about a message that I got this past week. I want to say it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm not going to say who he is. I'm not even going to say where he's from, but he will know who I'm talking about when I say this. So this guy messaged me this earlier this week, and he's like, "Hey Kevin, I'm a huge fan of yours, and I'm building a bike, and I want to bring it to Galveston when you guys unveil your bikes. And if you don't mind, when I get there, can I get a picture with you and an autograph?" And I told him, I was like, "Dude, I'm nobody, man." Well, we started chit chatting, and in about an hour and a half conversation, I saw what this guy's building in his garage, and I shit myself. I was just like, "Dude, thank God, thank God I am not having to go against you, because he's bringing some shit to the table. It's going to be at SEMA. That's all I'm going to tell you. Look for a bike at SEMA that's called Dracula. And when you see this guy, you're going to just be like, oh shit, this guy just changed the whole bagger game." It's
I
not that he
already
has
know
a
who you're
big
talking
wheel.
about.
Dude, the dude is fucking insane.
Yeah.
When I saw what he did and how he did it and the hard work he put in, I was like, dude, people need to know who you are. They have to know who you are. And he just politely asked me, he goes, "Man, just don't say anything. I just don't want you to say anything." But my whole point behind that is that at this small, teeny, tiny level that you and I are at, I honestly believe in my heart, you know, I'm a Christian, and I pray every day and every night. I believe that this is really big. And I think you and I are at the beginning of something that's going to be big in this industry. Um, I'm hoping that you and I don't get overlooked as time goes on if this gets picked up by the national TV networks or something. I hope you and I don't get overlooked because we started it, because it's us. We're the founders. The support from Art Still, Mike Campbell, Brian Barber, Joe Faust, and everybody else out there that's actually promoted this, you know, stayed up on the telephone with me till midnight just talking shop. Everybody needs to be really, really, well, everybody needs to be given the credit, because there's no way I could have done any of this by myself. There's no way you could have done it by yourself. It took us, the industry, to make this happen. And I just hope and pray that this first bike that I do, I hope and pray it's a good enough representation of what the whole industry has to offer to get this on a national TV show, because I think everybody deserves it.
Mike Campbell, the first week, the only thing you're going to see is me at Sturgis with you, buddy. We're going to be riding through the Black Hills.
Well, I wish to God I could have gone with you guys, but it takes so much money and so much time and
Well, we don't have a
so
choice.
much preparation.
We don't have a choice. We build a bike for a customer, and we're unveiling it at Full Throttle on Thursday night. You know, so we built the bike for Jesse James Dupree. We're unveiling it at Full Throttle at the Jackal concert. I can't.
Hey, hold on 2 seconds. Hey, Mike, you said you wanted to see something. Hold on. Keep talking, Dave. I just wanted Mike to know what I'm showing
They
him.
you know, so we're going to be doing that on that Thursday night at the Jackal concert. So we really didn't have a choice, you know, but to be there. You know, we made sure we changed our schedules and stuff up this year. We scheduled a lot of things. Last year we didn't go because you know, we were so backed up at the shop that we had so much to do that I just couldn't shut down to go to Sturgis last year, you know, for the, you know, I can't tell a customer, you know, we're going to be gone for 2 weeks and I'm not going to work on their bikes, but, you know, it's going to be fun, man. It's a lot, but you know, everybody, you know, you don't never want to overlook your garage baggers, you know, the guys that are building out of their garages and stuff like that. You know, when you get in the big levels and stuff like that, yeah, I own 2 shops. We've won a lot of trophies. We've been to a lot of shows and stuff like that. I don't consider myself in the categories of the Mike and them at Evil Iron, you know, Brian at, you know, Saints and Sinners, and you know, people like that. You know, there's a whole lot more. Eric Contreras, you know, you get on down the line. There's so many. You know, Joey Hensley's. You know, you got all these guys out there that build badass bikes. You know, Chris Leegee. You know, you just keep going, man. And there's a list of people that one day, you know, I hope I'm just as good as them. I'm getting there. You know, in this industry, you don't know everything. You learn something every day, and if you feel like you know everything, then you're in a losing battle. But the cool thing about it is 95% of the people that you know is in this industry, I can get on the phone and call. I've got a great relationship with them. You know, and like I said, man, you know, I had a real good friend that was a real good friend of mine for a lot of years, and we you know, he won Easy Rider, you know, 21 22 years in a row, you know, and he built just off the wall custom bikes, man, and it was you know, I learned a lot from him. You know, we you know, I'm doing my own thing now, he's doing his own thing now, but he used to build some of the off the wall crazy stuff that was out there, and that was Richard Wright with Richard Wright's Paint and Body Shop, you know, in South Carolina, and I took a lot of things that I learned from him, and you know, we use it now. You know, you can never. I mean, I'd never be able to build anything like he was able to build. You know, but you know, hopefully I can get close one day.
Well, I'll say this. Um, Before you actually came on that first time we first talked, I had no clue who you were. And I had to do some research and I had to look around and ask people questions and figure out, you know, because there is such a thing. And I'll be honest with you right now, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous that 5 weeks to build a bike, you know, from what you see right there, it's just a freaking frame and a fender. The fender and the oil bag are all welded into the frame. But to build it from that point, and it's not a Harley where it's already assembled and I'm taking it apart, it's something from scratch. And to do that and actually put myself in a 5 week position at the level of builder that I'm at, it's it's very, very scary. You know, my biggest thing is I pray to God every night, don't let me fail. Even if I don't win, even if it's not the most badass bike in the world, at least let me finish it so I can make that ride with you Saturday and at least compete. Because the biggest thing I don't want to do is I don't want to disappoint anybody in, oh shit, my bike's not ready. You know, if I have to trailer it and push it there because I can't get it started, that's what I'm going to do, just so everybody can see the thing.
Well, exactly what you just said. When we first started this, you didn't know who I was. You hadn't heard who I was, and I'm still that way, man. You know, we're just a quiet little shop. You know, we turn out what we turn out, and you know, we please a lot of people, and you know, one day I'll be just as good as some of the other people. But right now, I'm not on that level.
Well, all I was saying was, is I got very nervous when I saw what you're actually capable of building. And I started thinking, man, did you bite off more than you could chew? And then I was like, you know what? I'm not really going against you. I'm going against myself at this level, just to prove that I can get this thing running, and have something that I can be proud of at the end of the day. And when people like you and Art and Brian and Jimmy and Mike and Jace and all these guys, y'all are in this game to such a degree. It's going to take me another 2 years to get to that degree of this game, to go to a Sturgis or go to Myrtle Beach or Daytona or Laughlin or things of that nature. Right now, the only 3 rallies I've ever been to in my whole life was my first rally was the Still Pony Express in Louisiana, which it no longer even exists. The Galveston rally, the Lone Star
I
rally,
got you, Mike, on
and
the oil
then
change. I can handle the oil change for you.
and then the ROT in Austin. But I want to get out there to those other rallies all over the country because I've never been to them. So I'm as just a big a fan as anybody else watching this right now could possibly want to be.
And what you just said is what we all do. We strive when we get these. When these shows start popping up and we're building bikes for these shows, man. We're not out there. We're trying to outdo ourselves from the last build. You always want to better yourself for every show that you do. It's there's no secret that right now we're getting Mark Hendricks at Tobacco Road Harley Davidson. We're getting our Harleys and stuff from them. When we buy them, we're going to buy them from them, and we're going to build them. The 2018. We're getting ready to build that one as soon as we get back. That one is going to be built for Easy Rider. We're in the process right now of paint on the build for Capital City Bike Fest for the Invitational. It's always a privilege to get the invitation to go to that. Mark Hendricks and then put on a good show at Tobacco Road. But like I said, that bike is done. It's completed. We're just getting it painted and putting back together. But it's going to be a blast, man. Like I said, win or lose, man. All I care about is the charity at the end of the day. That we help out somebody, and that we bring a lot of these garage builders and shops out. That people haven't heard of, and you're always seeing someone put out there. I'm from this area. What shops are out there? And then 9 million people jump on there. And it doesn't matter if they're 1,000 miles or 2,000 miles away. Everybody was going to promote their shops. Me, I'm totally different. Some guy put out there the other day that he was from Ohio and he was looking for a shop. I put Mike and them out there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Even though we're all trying to get the business, if someone, put something out there, you want to help your friends and stuff like that out there. Right now, to me, right now, you have so many great shops out there, and we've done set them all. Like I said, Camtech, All Star, all them guys. Right now, to me, the one shop that is on the top of their game, and they're really, really difficult to beat, and even compete with them, is Barnyard Backers. Brad Konar and them just completely kill it. And not only do they completely kill the builds that they make, they just build some sick bikes, but then Brad is always
What's
there
up, Chris?
no matter what. He's always there for you. If you call him, he's just like Mike, man. If you call Mike in the middle of the night, he'll answer the phone, talk to you, and answer every question you got. But Brad, with parts and stuff like that, man, if you call him, he's always there.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping and praying that this takes off and gets really big and it sounds funny when I say this, but I'm looking to get the attention of a couple of people that have been talking to Discovery Channel. If I can get those guys to watch this show and get interested in it, we have a good chance of getting this on national TV. If we can get the attention of some other people, because I would really love to see someone like Aaron Green or Matt Hotch or Joe Martin or one of those guys compete again. to see what they would bring to the table. Um, you know, that guy you know I'm talking about that built this badass bike for SEMA. I'd love to see him build a bike. I mean, oh,
Well,
it's
Art, you answer
insane. I
my
mean,
calls because you're family, Art. That's the only reason you answer my calls. But you know, I mean, you know, just don't listen. The one thing you do is keep your head clear. Don't always just stick all your eggs in one basket. Right now, you're excited about the Discovery Channel. You're pumped about the Discovery Channel. But the one thing you have to understand is when I partnered up with Michael Ballard and Jesse James Dupree, you know, the History Channel does all of their stuff. You know, and you know, when we unveil the bike and stuff, it will be, you know, we will be filmed up underneath that. So that's going to give us a lot of publicity.
right on. That's all we need is we need for some good builders out here to get that publicity, to get that, to start stirring the pot, to get this industry back where it was at. I can't tell you the number of Facebook messages I get on a regular basis now, you know, just begging to, you know, what are you going? What are you doing? How, you know, what's going on? You know, is there any way I can help? That guy Rico, I don't know if y'all see him. He watches this show a whole lot. He's a painter. He offered to paint my whole bike, but he's so far away. There's no way I could use him. It would just take too much time to get the bike to him, you know, make the decisions and do everything. But that guy's dying to get, you know, get into this circle of people. So I know somebody's eventually going to use him. You know, just like you. I mean, this whole build off is just, it's crazy to me. I cannot wait for the second round, the third round, the fourth round. I can't wait to see who all steps up and actually starts building on this show. Because I can't wait to see what they build. I want to see what people are going to build. You know, I'm dying to see your bike. You know, it's crazy to me to think that you're going to build a crotch rocket and turn it into a V twin. You know, just the mathematics behind putting that together is going to be very trying. It's going to be very hard. I don't doubt for a second that it can be done. I know it can be done. It's just, you know, you got to place a cradle in there that's going to hold
What's
that
going on,
motor.
Todd? Yeah, they you know, we're gonna see. It's all, you know, like I said, our problem is the scheduling right now. You know, things are really gonna be tight on us, but you know, we're gonna make it happen one way or the other, man. It's one way or the other. That Saturday we will pull up together on two badass bikes, and to me it really doesn't matter who wins, because if we both pull up on two bikes, we both won.
That's right. I couldn't agree more. Amen, brother. So let me ask you this question. So your plans are to come in Friday night, but one of your guys is going to trailer your bike here before you, right?
Yes.
You guys going to be getting hotel rooms in Galveston, or are y'all staying with me? I mean, what do we do?
I rented the top floor of the Galvez.
The whole top fucking floor?
The whole top floor.
So how are we going to ride together Saturday morning from here to there with the bikes?
We'll figure all that out when it gets a little bit closer.
Okay. Because that's the other part is I wanted to ride. I want that part of it so that people know we didn't just build trailer queens. We built bikes that we're actually going to ride down there. And it's about a 45-minute ride from my house to where we're going to be posted up at.
We'll figure something out. I know Art and Nick and Darren and Mike and us and our crew and everybody, because we're all flying in from Vegas from SEMA on Friday. So we'll fly in. You know, we'll have our guy meet us in Houston and pick us up and take us to the Galvez. And then, you know, we'll figure out from there whether Saturday morning we just trailer the bike to your house and then me and you ride and he follow back with the trailer and the truck. And, you know, we'll have it figured out.
Right on.
But we you know, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a blast. You know, we're ready, man. We're ready for it. I'm hoping a lot of our friends get to show up to this rally. Last year was my first year at the Lone Star Rally, and man, it was a blast.
It's a pretty good show. I mean, it really is. I know one thing I want to do that Saturday night after they you know announce whoever the winner is. I want to get on the bikes and go cruise down the strip on the Strand. But that's the other thing. I'm trying to get as many people together as I possibly can down here to ride with us when we're riding from here to Galveston. So you know, it's just cool. Get people involved in it.
Well, what we might do is like maybe I forget what the little shopping center's called right outside of Galveston, on the left hand side, right over there where like they have all the little mall things. You know, it's like a Tanger outlet. You
Yeah.
know, maybe we can maybe we can get everybody to meet up there at a certain time on Saturday, and we just all ride in.
Yeah, we could do that too. Um, but anyway, so how many guys, respectfully, are you going to have on your bike when you start building it in that 3 week time frame?
Honestly,
Yeah, honestly, truthfully, I want to know. The whole premise is a garage jockey versus a professional, a small shop versus a big shop. So
um,
if you say you got
with
people
with
busting ass off, that's good.
with us only having literally um, three 3 weeks, maybe four at the max of a 3 month build off. You know, with us being gone so much, we're probably going to end up having probably a good 7 or 8 people on it.
Right on. Because I've got me, the guy that helped me build the blue bagger, or I should say, one of the guys that helped me build the blue bagger, and then I've got a customer of mine that's he just builds custom bikes. Just whenever he wants a new bike, he just builds one. He's actually coming in to help me do the wiring and set up the primary and the final drive. He keeps y'all are gonna love him. He busts my balls on everything I do. I mean, he just thinks this bike that I'm building is just retarded. He's like, it's stupid. The color of the bike is retarded gay. The wheels you're using is retarded. I mean, he gives me such a hard time for what I'm building. He's probably going to become a celebrity. Everybody's going to want to watch him on the show, not me. Uh, but it's just the three of us, and we actually have 5 weeks to build a bike. So we only get 2 more weeks than you do. And that's simply because my painter, he has to have 4 weeks to completely paint the
See,
bike.
you
And then
got,
we
but
have
see,
to have
you
three
got
weeks
that.
to
But see,
put it back together.
you have to understand, we're building a bike and painting it in 3.5 weeks.
Jesus Christ. No, we're not doing that. We're building the bike in 5, painting it in 4, and reassembling it in 3.
We're building it, painting it, and assembling it in basically less than 21 days.
Jesus. See, that makes me a fan of you already. Because that's an astronomical, especially for what you're building. I mean, if you're genuinely going to build the GSXR, put the V twin in it, and do all that, that right there, the feat of doing that in 3 weeks from beginning to end, that's insane to me.
I mean, what we're gonna do, man. Once we get our whole crew, everybody from Sin Worx is gonna be in Sturgis. Once we all we get there Friday, we get there next Friday, uh, and I think the last group comes in Saturday. And once we all get there, we'll all sit down and we'll make a game plan. Um, and we'll see what we can do. You know, and one, you know, and there's a guy that just popped on here um, that I'd love to see in a build off. And he
Dan.
just builds some insanely crazy shit, and that's Dan Rollins.
Yeah, I'm kind of wanting Dan to pack his crap and come to Houston for about a month. Because I know what he does. Me and him been talking a lot here lately. Yeah, he's insane.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
man.
we're looking forward to it, man. We're excited. You know, we're ready to keep this thing going. You know, everybody that's going to be in Sturgis this year, we're looking forward to see them. Our trailer will be set up at Full Throttle Saloon. We have all new shirts, hats, you know, tank tops for the ladies t-shirts, men's t-shirts, zip up hoodies, fitted hats, trucker hats, all that stuff. So we're going to be set up there at the Full Throttle Saloon right by their merchandise tent. We'll be right there at the front of the building. So we hope everybody stops by and sees us. I posted some pictures out there tonight of the new merchandise trailer that we had wrapped. So All Star Baggers is going to be there with us with their merchandise. They've got, I think, a line of 7. I think they got 7 new shirts that they're coming out with that they're going to
Yeah.
have up there. Um, but you know, it's going to be fun.
Well, I've got a guy working on the Grind logo. Um, Ellen did a great job. You see the stuff she put together for you and I?
Absolutely.
She did a badass job. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that woman so much. It's not even funny. But I do have a graphic artist here in Houston that's actually going to be making the Grind
All the way up to
logo.
5X, Todd Simpkins. All the way up to 5X on the shirts and the hoodies. We will have them all the way up to 5X.
Jesus, that's big.
All star. See, you got listen, man. Listen, what you got to understand is if you got to have them, man. You know, you got a lot of big guys out there and stuff like that, man. You know, and it was a thing, man. It just, you know, it pisses me off when you go to these events, NASCAR races, and you go to all these stuff, and these people, the biggest shirt they go to is a 2X. You know, I mean, you know, you see a lot of these bikers and stuff like that. You know, some of these guys are not small guys, man. You know, so you always,
No.
even if you don't order a lot, you need to always have, you know, 4 or 5 big shirts, you know, for them guys. You know, and if you sell out of them, you sell out of them. But you know, believe it or not, you know, 4Xs and 3Xs, man, I sell a ton of those.
Right on. Well, I've got the guy working on the logo, so I'm going to try to find somebody that wants to help out with the t-shirts. And so that's good that you said that. So I'll know to get some of the 2X, 3X, 4X, and 5X t-shirts. But it's a pretty cool logo, and I'm trying to get a banner made for it to hang in the booth. Because whether the Galveston Rally actually allows us to participate and they help us promote it, I'll end up just buying a 10 by 10 booth so that we'll have it. I'll hang our banner in it, and I'll try to get us placed right there by the main stage somewhere so that it actually works out for us. Because that's the only other piece that I'm actually having to wait on.
See, I don't
And I
have
submitted
to
all
worry
the,
about it because if I bring my trailer up there for the Galveston Rally, I'll set my trailer up next to the Full Throttle Saloons rig, and I'll sell my merchandise out of that.
Oh yeah, so they'll let you do that?
Absolutely, I can do anything I want to do when it comes to Michael Ballard.
Right on. Well, maybe if you could talk to Michael Ballard and have Michael Ballard put in a good word with Candace over at the Lone Star Rally, maybe they'll approve it because he is one of their biggest draws.
You know, absolutely. So, you know, we're looking forward to this thing, man. Like I said, we're right now we're pushing for Sturgis, man, and it's been some long days. I think the last I talked to, to Nick about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. I mean, they're still at the shop. You know,
Yeah.
they're still going.
Well,
But you know, it is what it is.
right on. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now because it'll probably be the last time you hear it come out of my mouth until we ride together. But I'm very thankful that you agreed to do this with me. Um, the only thing I can tell you is, look, I'm bringing my A game. Everything that I have right now is going into this bike. I pray to God you're bringing the same amount of talent.
Man, listen. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you a while ago, man. No matter what we pull up on, it's going to have every bit of heart and soul that we put into it. Whatever you put into it, we know is going to have the same. But at the end of the day, if we pull up on 2 nice ass bikes, man, I don't really give a fuck if who wins, man. You know what I'm saying? It just is going to show everybody that we did what we said we was going to do, and we pulled up on the bikes. They were running. We didn't have to push them in. Nothing more. I mean, I get pissed off so much, and as a matter of fact, me and Mike Campbell had a conversation about this a long time ago, and he might not even remember the conversation. But when we go to all these shows, whether it's Daytona, whether it's Sturgis, and all this stuff like this, and I'm going to mention the name in a minute, and I haven't mentioned his name because I don't want to get him cranked up and get him started, because if he ever decides to enter a bike into it, I don't want to be nowhere near building a bike against him. And he's a really, really good friend of mine. But the one thing about this is what I want everybody to see is us pull up on 2 bikes that are running, because it pisses me off when we hit all these shows and we all ride our bikes to these shows, and you see these guys pull up in trailers and they push their bikes off and push them out there. And to me, that's not a motorcycle. That's a piece of art.
Right.
You know, so, you know, the new 2018 Road Glide that we're building is going to be a TOL bike. You You know, it's the first time we've ever used TOL. We're really excited to put one of their kits on our bikes, and I hope it's one of many to come from there. Just right now, everything that we have has Insane Asylum on it. Me and Scott are really good friends, and I love his product, but I see a lot of TOL bikes out there. I like their style. I'm going to change up this year. I'm gonna start using some different kits and stuff like that. But I think the three builds that we've got so far right now for Easy Rider, I'm using all TOL on. As a matter of
Right
fact,
on.
I'm supposed to meet with Sean and Sturgis to go ahead and get everything ready to go for it. But it's I don't know, man. It's like I said, as long as we show up and the bikes are running, I don't care, man. You know, if you bring a bike to a show and you got to roll it off your trailer, you know, it is what it is.
Well, this is the other part about this build that I'm doing, and I'm not going to say the reason because you know it, and I told you I wouldn't. But this bike, I plan on riding this bike to work every day. So this bike has got to be set up, and it's got to be able to be ridden every day because it's going to be my mode of transportation every day after the show. Um, the only way it wouldn't be my everyday transportation is if it was raining because my damn near my whole ride to work, it's a 45-minute ride each way to work. It's on the beltway, and if it were raining, and that's because I've already been hit by a car doing 60 miles an hour on a crotch rocket. Car came right over and took me out.
Mm.
So, you know, the only way I wouldn't ride this bike to work is if it were raining, and that's just because I've already seen the pavement with my face once, and it's not a pretty sight.
I
But
mean, it's not
to
a pretty
ride this,
sight now.
right? But anyway, I'm honored to be doing this with you. I can't wait to see what you build. My wife already told me she's voting for you.
I will.
She's tired of my.
I will not. I will not be on the grind next weekend or next week. You know, we'll be getting ready to head out to you know, to go out of town. So, I won't be on the grind next week, but I will be on. I will probably shoot live from the show at Throttle on the Thursday night.
Now, are you going to start doing all of your live video feeds from the grind when you do that? Because I made you an admin so you could do that.
Yeah, I'll do a live video feed when we unveil Jesse's bike up there and all that stuff. But I mean we're going to be, you know, this is the first time all my guys have got to go, and you know we're really looking forward to this. We're looking forward to hanging out with all of our guys. We're looking forward to, you know, hanging out with, you know, Don and all them and everybody else. But you know, it's exciting, man. I'm looking forward to it. You know,
So I got for you.
it's gonna be a fun thing, man.
So do you think we should do a 1 hour show each per week, or do you think we should do multiple shows like 30 minutes every day of the week?
I don't know, man. I think it's I think we just really, I don't know, man. I just think we need to do something. I don't think nobody really wants to sit there and watch you for an hour turning wrenches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think basically, you know, to me, the way I'm going to do it when it's my day to do it, you know, I'll cut a live video feed, you know, for 5 or, you know, 6 minutes and let everybody see what I'm doing. And then I'll come back, you know, 15 or 20 minutes later and jump on something else, you know, and jump it again and let them see what, you know, I've accomplished, and, you know, and maybe turn it into a 30-minute thing, but do it in 3 or 4 different sections. I think if you set a phone up or do whatever you're going to do and you're going to record it, I think nobody's really going to, you know, want to sit there and really just watch, you know, you trying to figure out things and do things and watch,
Right.
you know, all that stuff.
So that's kind of what I was thinking, is do like 10 to 15 minutes, like 2 or 3 times a week. Keep them short, keep them quick, keep them on the progress.
Yeah,
because
just
nobody
to let them see what the build is. Even if you don't do but a 5-minute thing, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, you know, it just gives them an update on what you're doing every day.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I know you're later than I am, I don't want us to step on each other's toes. So whenever you're going to go live, just send me a text and say I'm going live. That way I don't go live also right on top of you.
All right. Now, I think, hold up. There's one more thing that I want to talk to you about. I
Yeah.
think there needs to be a bet on this build off between you and
Okay. All right.
I. So
But hold on, my hair can't be the bet because you guys see I'm already growing it out because Art said if I lose,
well, I got
he
more
wants
hair
me to
than
have
you do. I mean, I just cut mine
a
short.
Gallagher mullet. Oh
So
yeah, I know you do. I'm not lying, but I'm starting on my Gallagher mullet because I plan on losing, just for
all
Art.
right.
So
Well,
what do
well,
you
this
want to
is
bet?
this is this is not it. But I think we need to make a bet. Um, you know, in you know, whether it's, I don't think it needs to be any money or anything involved like that. I think we need to have fun with this thing. I,
So what are you proposing?
I'm saying that if if either one of us loses, we throw up 10 U daddies.
What do you mean?
You don't know what a U daddy is?
Apparently not.
Okay, that means every time I get you on live or if we're at a show together or something like that, and I ask you
Okay.
who's the master builder, you got to say you, daddy.
You daddy. Okay, so 10 of them?
10 of them.
Okay, so just because I'm a good sport and typically I bite off more than I can chew, if you win, I'll give you 20.
Okay.
If I win, you give me 10.
I mean, I'll go 20 with you. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this. All right. So everybody knows. So if he wins, I get to have to you daddy his ass 20 times. If I win, he got to you daddy my ass 20 times. So anyway, I'm trying to get some T-shirts made with the Grind logo. I'm trying to get a banner made with the Grind logo. Uh, so if anybody knows anybody that does T-shirts and banners that can help out with the cost of it, y'all message me or message Dave because I really need to get this done. I'll get the artwork over to him, and we need to get this done because I would like to have some T-shirts to sell at the actual rally when we undo this because I think people would like them. No hats.
It would be cool. You know, it would really be cool if we're gonna have our sign on the stage at the Full Throttle when we unveil the bike that night. We're gonna have Ruthless Designs sign on the stage that night because of the wheel and all that stuff from Gorby. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, I could, if you could get a sign made that I could get before we head to Sturgis or get to me before the Thursday before that is, then I can have the Grind on the stage.
Okay. Well, I'm putting it out there. If anybody knows anybody that does banners, let me know. I want to get a banner made as soon as possible. And if anybody knows anybody that's willing to donate that, let me know also. Because I don't have a whole crap ton of money. I mean, all my money is wrapped up in this bike right now. But I need to do something to promote it and try to get it out there. And taking that to Sturgis would be badass.
I'm telling everybody that all your money's tied up, man. You're making people feel sorry for you already. They're going to vote for you just because they feel sorry for you, man. Look, man, I had to go put a second mortgage on my house to build this bike.
So, hey, okay, back to that because we never got around to that. So the budget is, there's no way you can only spend 16 grand on your bike. I would think that would be impossible. With the labor alone, I mean, having 7 people working, that's a lot of labor. Doing the frame, getting the motor. Are you going to go with the 145 and the turbo?
No, I'm not going to do a turbo, man. I'm not going to do a turbo.
No. Are you going to do the big inch motor though?
I don't know yet, man. I really hadn't decided yet. Like I said, we're going to make all these decisions in Sturgis.
Okay.
You know, once I have everybody down, once I have my whole crew from both shops, because you know we're a couple hours away. Each shop is a couple hours away. Once we have everybody from both shops together, you know, we'll make all the decisions because the bike will be transferred back and forth. You know, our paint shop is up at one place. It's a one-stop all shop at there. You know, we have a certified Harley mechanic there. You know, we have the paint shop there. We have the showroom floor there. You know, everything is there at that shop. And then, you know, the other shop, you know, we do a lot of service work and builds and stuff and everything there. So we're going to be going back and forth, but I need to get everybody in one room to really see how we're going to do this thing and really just see if we got enough time. If we don't, then we we might change up game plans on what we're going to do.
Right. Well, you saw what I'm building. You saw where I'm going.
Well, you seen where I was going, and that might change. It might, and it might not. I don't want it to change because I want to do something completely off the wall and different. But we'll see how it goes.
Right on. Well, I'm down. I'm going to be a fan regardless of what you build. So, but anyway, man, go do your thing. I know it's late where you're at. And, dude, I got to be up really early tomorrow. I got to go in for a health test at work.
Man,
we do it annually.
They do it annually?
Yeah, at Shell, you have to take, it's something like 60 or 7 online courses a year to stay current with all of the chemicals, procedures, and all that. But you also do hearing tests, lung capacity tests, fit test. That's why you never see me with facial hair. I got this little tiny thing just because the mask will go around here. So anyway, I got that test to do tomorrow.
So you get an annually test every year?
Shit, if she's cute enough. Hey, don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
You hang out with Art Steele, I already know the answers.
That's awesome. Well, cool, brother, man. Well, go have a good night. Be sure to send some pictures and some videos from Sturgis, man, for those people that couldn't make it, because that's badass.
All right. Are you bringing anybody else on?
Probably not, because, dude, I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, we've already been on almost an hour, so. But I do plan on coming on. Like you said, you weren't going to be there next week. Well, I'm going to start my build Wednesday night. The 1st is when I'm actually going to start it. So I'll go on Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, if I can find someone that wants to be interviewed, I'll interview them. But if I can't, I'm just going to go live for like 30 minutes or so, just by myself talking about the industry and stuff like that. Just so everybody knows, I'm actually going to be interviewed tomorrow at noon by Dave Nichols on his show, Bikers Inner Circle. There's an app you can get on your cell phones. Just go to your Google Play Store or your iTunes apps for Apple users. Download Bikers Inner Circle, and you can actually listen to the show. He'll be interviewing me tomorrow about noon Central Time. So, just so y'all know.
Dave is from Easy Rider.
Yes, but his radio show, if I'm not mistaken, he called it the Bikers Inner Circle, is what the show is called.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean that should put you some publicity out there if you put the build off on it. So.
Oh yeah, that's specifically what it's about. So your name will be dropped on there, what we're doing, why we're doing it, how it got started, what my hopes are with it, and stuff of that nature.
It would really be cool if you could get somebody to record it. That way we can put it on the Grind page. That way people can go back and watch it. The people that didn't get to hear it, they can actually hear the interview.
Right. I don't know how it would work because he's calling me on the phone. So I don't know how it works. I'm going to go download the app here in just a little bit, and then he's going to call me beforehand so we can just work out a couple little details. But anyway, so that's going to be pretty big. I mean, because he's a pretty big guy in the industry.
Yeah. He's the one that does all the judging at Easy Riders every year.
Right. I was kind of hoping that Courtney would want to interview me, but that never happened.
I don't know. Courtney's got a lot going on right now with the ride to Sturgis and the Bikers for Bully thing. I know she's coming through South Carolina this weekend, and she'll be at Woodlawn Baggers. Colton Lawless, he does a show every year, Bikes on Main Street or something like that. And I know that they're planning on doing a ride through and a drop in on this Saturday in Greenwood, South Carolina. But anybody in South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, anywhere like that wants to come in and see a badass bike show, Colton puts on a great show every year. It's Bikes on Main. There's going to be a lot of raffle stuff going. They're going to be raffling a lot of things off for Bikers for Bullies at this show. So Courtney and them are going to be there on Saturday. So it's probably hard to catch her right now, man.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. As you can see, I'm walking around for those that just started watching, letting them know, let them see what I'm building. But as y'all can see also, I mean, for a small little shop, I've got this fat boy I'm building right here. I got this 99 Road Glide I'm building. It's all my kit on it and everything. Got a 2015 Street Glide I'm building. That's going to have the Paul Yoppie SRT front wheel, the 21-inch fat front wheel. And then, of course, you know, there's my blue bagger. It's filthy. It's getting a new fairing. But anyway, bro, thanks for coming on again. Go have a good night, man, and we will talk with you later.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, everybody.